When talking about community, I often describe the quality of life as the seat of a three-legged stool, and the legs of that seat rests on are government, business, and nonprofits. Government is responsible for the infrastructure, public services, and public policy. Business provides community commerce in production, delivery, and sale of goods and services. Nonprofits fill that space in between, not primarily addressed by government or business, but is vitally important to the community's overall health and quality of life, and often is centered on the human condition and quality of place. These three entities, government, business, and nonprofits, of necessity are interdependent. All three provide employment and for the community's general well-being. All must work together to create a stable seat for the stool, our community where we all live, work, and play. We as a whole believe in this concept of community citizenship, and that if we live here, work here, there's an obligation, a responsibility to give here, and to make it all work. Your actions are the evidence of that belief. Yet we often struggle with implementation of this belief individually and corporately to give the time, talent, and treasure necessary for the work that needs to be done. Remember, this is work that we all consider that's important to our community. I would suggest to you that the situation is to make your giving as much an important part of your annual strategic planning as is budget, development, sales forecasting, public policy and agendas, and individual activities and planning. We all know it's much easier to provide for the needs of our operations and our lives if we have a plan created to take care of what's important to us. The encouraging news is that many of you are already consistently doing this, and others are beginning to develop plans to implement. Here's some ideas that are proven to be successful. A specific percentage of earnings are being set aside for giving with some focus as to primary missions to address. This usually is somewhere between 3 and 6%. Some have the ability to do as much as 8 to 10%. Many will survey their employees to see what's primary and important to the employees as to what they want to address in the community. Many promote and support employees volunteering in the community. And remember, it's not always funding, sometimes it's manpower. Some even make it a family affair, which is often more dynamic when you involve the kids. Many provide matching gifts to individual giving. Individuals and families are planning vacations around doing volunteer work on projects. Families look at their finances and calendars and predetermine what's possible for them. These are just a few. Are there other things that you guys are doing that you want to mention that would be examples to others?